What's good? What's good? It's the one, the only, but what do I know? Boxing coming back at y'all with another one, man. So we got Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol rematch or trilogy going on now. The date has been announced. All right. They've come. They found a. Well, I don't know if the specific date has been announced, but they know they're targeting for later this fall or whatnot, which is dope. You know, I'm glad that they are going to go ahead and still make that happen or whatnot. So let me go ahead and get into the article, and then I'm gonna go ahead and give you my opinion on who I think will win the trilogy. All right. All right, so shout out to the Boxing News app. It says Bivol Beterbiev 3 scheduled for autumn. All right. Undisputed light heavyweight ruler Dmitry Bivol and 3-belt knockout machine Artur Beterbiev are on track to settle their 1-on-1 rivalry in the autumn. All right. Promoter Eddie Hearn revealed that Saudi organizers have penciled the rubber match for October or November, giving Bivol time to heal from a small injury suffered in his February revenge win to begin camp full throttle. Bivol's majority decision victory on February 22nd flipped the script from last year's late stoppage defeat, unifying. Wait, what? Oh. Wait, last year flipped the script. Okay. Who did he stop? Hold on. It says Bivol's majority decision victory on February 22nd flipped the script from last year's late stoppage defeat. Who got stopped? Hey man, if you in the comment section, like, comment what you think they meant by that, cause I'm lost on that. Late stoppage defeat. Who the hell got stopped? Anyways, unifying the IBF, WBA, and WBO crowns, but costing him the WBC strap when he vacated rather than facing mandatory David Benavidez. The WBO has likewise extended his mandatory window, overriding interim title holder Callum Smith. I did a video on that, y'all check that out, to clear a path for the trilogy, underscoring the bout status as the division's true champion decider. The first two contests were razor-thin studies in contrast. Beterbiev pressure and 94% KO rate prevailing in 2024. Bivol's angles and volume edging the rematch 9 months later. Hearn believes the Russian technician will be even better this time, hinting at adjustments aimed at blunting Beterbiev's body attack and late round surge. So they got this going on, all right. Let's talk about it. All right, so listen, it's a good fight. It's a really good fight. I did a video on Bivol, choosing not to fight Benavidez. I didn't like that. I really wanted that fight to happen, but I'm not gonna no point of crying over spilled milk. It is what it is. I don't think that it's a duck. A lot of people are kind of coming at Bivol saying Bivol was ducking Benavidez. I don't think that it's a duck. I don't consider it a duck because he's fighting somebody just as dangerous, maybe even more dangerous. And on top of that, they're 1-1, so they got to make do with, they got to make it happen. So shout out to Bivol for making that happen or whatnot. It is what it is. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. Yeah, I'm happy about this fight, but I don't know, bro. At some point, one must wonder when is Father Time going to catch up with Artur Beterbiev. Now, Artur Beterbiev hasn't. I feel like he can stretch his career a lot more than the average 40-year-old, because I believe Artur Beterbiev will be 40 by the time they fight, and I believe he can stretch his career out a little bit longer just because of the fact that he doesn't have that many fights and he has not been in that many wars. Though he has been in a few, he hasn't been in that many wars, so he shouldn't have too much wear and tear on him. But then again, I don't know, because he was injured the first time, during the first time they were supposed to fight again. If you guys remember, he got injured. He has had a few injuries, one being with his knee. I forgot the other one. But it is what it is. So with that being said, one must wonder when Father Time is going to catch up. So I am going to pick Dmitry Bivol for the trilogy. Now, it's not because Dmitry Bivol is my favorite fighter at 175, but again, I just think that at some point Father Time is going to catch up with Artur Beterbiev, and I just think that a fight with I don't know, man. Like I felt like, in my opinion, honestly, I felt like Bivol won the first fight, but I don't think it was a robbery. It was very close. I definitely feel like Bivol won this fight, and I'm not mad at it. Should Bivol win? You know. Now my question is, what happens to each fighter if each fighter wins, right? So if Artur Beterbiev beats Bivol, what happens? Because I don't, we already seen him against Caleb Smith. We saw what happened there, and I don't think much is likely to change. We saw him against Anthony Yard. He's fought the best fighters in his division and whatnot. We're not, I don't think that anybody can really just argue with that. So where does he go from here? Does he move up? I don't think that he really needs to. I don't see him, at being 40 years old, I don't see him needing to move up to cruiserweight, because those are some big guys, and I just don't think Bivol he's a big dude, but I don't know if he's equipped to run into those guys or whatnot. Though I've heard rumors about him stopping heavyweights, that doesn't say in sparring, but that doesn't say much to me. Hell, I heard rumors of Tank stopping heavyweights in sparring. Like, that doesn't really just say much to me. As far as so I don't know where does he go from here, but as far as Dmitry Bivol, I don't think Bivol has the frame to move up to cruiserweight or whatnot. So with that being said, it's like, Dmitry Bivol, does he want to rematch Canelo Alvarez? I mean, that's always on the table. But from what I hear, I don't think Canelo Alvarez really wants that fight. Dmitry Bivol could fight. Obviously, the fight that I would really love is him versus David Benavidez, so that's always that there. And that's the same with Artur Beterbiev. He could definitely fight David Benavidez. David Benavidez is there for both fighters, right? I would like to see Dmitry Bivol versus Caleb Smith. Now, a lot of people are going to say, well, why would you want to see Bivol versus Smith when Bivol beat the man that beat Smith? Well, I mean, again, styles make fights. I mean, I think that Bivol versus Smith will be more of a competitive fight than Beterbiev versus Smith. And that might not make sense to the casuals, but, the hardcores know what I mean by that when I say styles make fights or whatnot. So, that's always there. But I don't know, man. I mean, again, this is I don't see, like I said, I don't see Bivol moving up to cruiserweight. He doesn't have the body frame for that, in my opinion. So I mean, I think maybe Bivol, once he wins this, I think Bivol can retire if he wants to. I think he's already a Hall of Famer. The dude has a really, really good resume. I think Bivol can retire and be okay. I know he has situations going on with his ex-wife or whatnot, and that woman, man, the definition of a scorned woman. Go look at his wife, or his ex-wife, because man, she's putting all sorts of things. I remember for this fight, for the second fight, for the rematch, she had made a post talking about Bivol's injuries and all this type of stuff. Like, dude, like, you do realize this is still the father of your kid, and like, you're really messing up your money now, because if this dude loses, like, what big paydays is he gonna really get? Like, well, I mean, he'll still get big paydays, but not as big as if he wins. So it's like, dude, you gotta you're letting your hatred for this man, like, you're letting your hatred for this man turn into stupidity or whatnot. So, like, that's crazy in itself, but I'm glad that he didn't allow that to affect his fight in the rematch, and I'm glad that he was able to prevail. I really like Bivol a lot. Bivol is a really, really good fighter, and I want him to win this rematch. Plus, I see a little bit more, like, I don't know, I can see Bivol lasting a little bit longer than, he has more years to come than what Artur Beterbiev does. Now, granted, Bivol is only 30. I think his birthday is in like December. I think he's 33 now, or whatnot. But the dude is he looks like he's ready. As far as I hope they dress the card up like they did with this this recent card in February or whatnot. I would love for them to have a good a strong undercard, just based off the fact that those are really great cards. I heard Edgar Berlanga speaking on that. I know I'm going off a little subject a little bit, but I heard Edgar Berlanga speaking on like how he doesn't like the cards to be that packed or whatnot because it takes away from the main event. But it is what it is. I mean, I appreciate it. So we'll see. Can Artur Beterbiev stop Bivol in the trilogy, or can Bivol, once again outpoint Artur Beterbiev? You got to give Bivol his credit, though. Any man that can go 24 rounds with Artur Beterbiev and not even get dropped, that man got to have a chin. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure after seeing that's why, Canelo just pretty much, I don't think he'll ever want to fight Bivol again, because it's like, dude, this dude just went 24 rounds with Beterbiev. But you never know, because, Jaime Munguia went 12 rounds with Canelo Alvarez, then turned around and got stopped by a guy that only had 4 knockouts. So, yeah, you never know. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. But what do I know?